Okay. I when I looked at my file, I didn't like what I had done. So I went back. I changed my cutting plane. I'm here on my site plan level. I changed my cutting plane to like from the first floor level down, like -4 feet. So I was cutting through the concrete foundation wall. And I went back and I edited the detail line that I drew for my exterior walls to show on my site plan. And I edited the boundary of the building pad that was going um, under our basement floor, so that things cleaned up more nicely. Let me go to realistic here. So you can say I changed this so that that moves in right up against the wall. My building pad hit right there. And in the detail line, of course, the detail lines don't show up here, but they're right up against the concrete wall too. Um, this, huh, that's kind of weird. I guess we could offset that a little bit to the inside. That would make more sense, but you're not going to get that little curve right there. Okay. Um, Now let's go back to our site plan. Oh, that's the wrong project. Sorry. All right. So we want to get this ready, kind of ready for print. So let's go to our visibility and graphics or over here. Um, turn off turn off any base level, any underlay that you may have on. Turn that off. Let's go to visibility and graphics, and we're going to turn off specialty equipment. That will get rid of that label from the dishwasher and the refrigerator that's showing through the roof. Okay, and then we want to turn off the window wells also. So let's go back up to, I think those are under mechanical equipment. Yeah. Okay, so we turned those things off. Now let's turn our roof back on, and we had that under a temporary hide. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay. Oh, that's the window well down there. Those are going to look kind of weird. Hmm. What happens if we hide that? Nothing. Okay. So I may need to backtrack on my statement about leaving that open. Well, even when we do it, it's showing grass in the window. Huh. This is weird. Okay, I tell you what, we're just not gonna worry about it. Our window wells will be filled with dirt and grass for right now. Um, we're just gonna leave that now because it's gonna show up on the site plan. I don't want it showing up on the site plan. So we're just gonna delete the building pad under there. because I don't want it showing up, sticking out past the house there. Okay, because we're trying to get this thing ready for print. All right, so to get our driveways and our walks in, we need our building setbacks. And so we're going to go annotate a detail line. And let's see, these need to be, we're going to make them hidden line style because they're dashed. And we're going to do an offset. And the value of your offset kind of depends on how you're drawing them. Okay, so our first one is 5 feet. And if I oh, I got to draw the line. Duh. So if I start here and come down, we can see that it goes to the inside. Okay, so I'm going to go there. All right. And next one was 20 feet. And I'm going to do, oh, it's not well. Come on. Across the front of the house is 25 feet. Okay. And the last two are 15 feet, and they are a chain. So I can turn that on and go this corner to there, to there. Okay, and now I can fillet those things. Okay, now these are my building setback lines. Anything that I build on my lot has to be inside those lines. Um, so, and we will dimension those, but these are going to show up in my actual drawing, okay, that I'm going to print. So we may have to play with those when we get down to putting in a drawing. We can go ahead and dimension them now. We can dimension them later. You know, doesn't matter. Okay, so we can do them now. We can do them later. Now, our garage. Let's see. The garage was going to be 12 feet by 20 feet. The future garage there thingy, and it's kind of parallel to the house. And we're going to end up drawing that. Actually, yeah, we'll try it. Okay. But I don't want hidden line style. Woo, man, I am watching it lightning like crazy outside my window here. And it may have ended up being easier to, well, I can rotate it. Okay. Remember that was 4 degrees. Okay. But now I have to move it because the whole thing has to be inside the setback line. Okay, so I can play with it a little bit. It looks to be kind of near the rear of the house. That's pretty close to it, so we'll leave it at that for right now. All right, now then for our driveway, we are going to do a subregion. So we want, yeah, I'm gonna do a subregion, and we're gonna do concrete cast in material, cast in place, because it's our driveway. And now then when you put these in, it's got to be a closed loop. And so I'm going to start on that so I'm parallel with that line. And then I'm going to come down to the edge of the property line. I know that that's not not straight across there, but we have to put some dimensions on it. And I just want to, okay, so that one's 90. I'm going to, I could have made it 90 when I was drawing it, I guess, but I want them to be perpendicular. And now let's go with a width, because a single driveway width should be 10 feet. If you remember back from your last class, okay? And let's go from there to there. Oh, I didn't lock my dimension. Violated my own rule. Always lock dimensions, okay? Now, when you're in this mode of creating a subsurface and you put dimensions in it, once you finish, those dimensions are no longer visible, okay? And so there's our driveway, and it's part of the surface. It slopes with the topo surface, okay? And you notice our proposed garage doesn't show up in our 3D view because it's not a building. It's nothing that's created. Okay. Now we're going to add some steps coming off the deck and around the rear of the house, and then you'll want to add another sub-region over for the steps to join into. Okay. Let's pause this one and we'll start a new one.